I'm definitely giving away back to a new Kingdom Hearts 3 stream, and yeah, if y'all didn't see the last one, definitely go and check it out. And yeah, we are back hanging out with some more Kingdom Hearts 3, and I've actually found a way where we can actually adjust the slider to change overall volume, and yeah, which looks, now we can actually turn off the overall volume, what I am guessing, which is very good, because as of currently, of course, I'm not able to change the volume when it comes to on the TV for some reason, because yeah, the TV seems to be kind of, or just I don't know if it's the TV itself or the remote, but whenever I try to turn down the volume with my remote, it just does not, work all that right. So we're gonna let's head to Toy Box first. Yeah, let's head to Toy Box first. And since we got the ability to change gummy sips, right? Since I turned that toggle on. And yeah, I'm playing with my controller charged, because couldn't do it or I didn't think to do it last night after it stopped storming. Because yeah, it was storming a bit yesterday. Yeah, it was storming a bit yesterday, so I didn't really, I didn't think to do it last night before I went to bed, so yeah, I'm having to charge it now. I mean, obviously I could have done it, before starting, but, it's fine. I'm trying to put it to where, like, the whole cord isn't, visible on the screen. I'm trying to make it so where it's not actually visible on the screen. You shouldn't be able to see it, though. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Doing very good. Yeah, I'm so glad I managed to find an actual way when it comes to this. Right, on doing this. So glad. So glad. I definitely really do hope we get to see Toy Story again in Kingdom Hearts, though. Especially with, Toy Story 5 releasing, which almost the months of its release. Yeah, or we are almost in the months. We are officially 1 month now, right, to the release of Toy Story 5. So yeah, I do hope that Toy Story does make a return in Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the only time that we see Toy Story. Which, again, I have mentioned this a lot, though, but I can guarantee you we are most certainly going to be seeing worlds like, hopefully, the 100 Acre Woods. I mean, yeah, the 100 Acre Woods have always been in the mainline games. Well, other games in the Kingdom Hearts series, too, like, Chain of Memories. I guess you could say Birth by Sleep. Technically not, but technically yes. I mean, you don't go into the 100 Acre Woods like you would in, Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, right? You don't go into the 100 Acre Woods like you would on there, but you do know what I mean, though. Winnie the Pooh, our 100 Acre Woods is in Birth by Sleep, but just not as you would think from the other games. It's more, just part of the whole command board, right? but you don't really explore inside the Hundred Acre Woods like you probably would in, in the mainline games, or, you know, like I said, um, like I said with Chain of Memories. Yeah, like you would in Chain of Memories and stuff like that. And again, Summer Game Fest and PlayStation State of Play is actually almost here as well. Like I mentioned before, June 2nd, I'm pretty sure I saw, is when the summer, or not, or the PlayStation State of Play is happening. The new PlayStation State of Play, and June 5th, which is a Friday, the Summer Game Fest is happening. This year's Summer Game Fest. Which, am I expecting anything? Am I expecting anything when it comes to... Which, obviously, I'm not expecting anything from Kingdom Hearts, I will say. Which, I don't personally think we'll see anything new for the rest of this year. Just from the different hints and stuff, or the different things, the little nods and stuff, I just feel like, yeah, 2026 is not looking like the year, we'll be seeing the return of Kingdom Hearts, or Kingdom Hearts 4 news and stuff. Just from, just going back to that whole piece of art that Nomura made on the anniversary this year for Kingdom Hearts. And people have translated it of looking that it's going to, Kingdom Hearts may be coming back next year, right, when we'll be getting some new stuff for Kingdom Hearts. Because them saying we are all working towards the anniversary next year. So, that's what a lot of people are believing, though. I mean, obviously that's not confirming anything, because Square Enix has not confirmed it themselves, but, we're just gonna have to wait, though. I mean, I know we've been waiting. Trust me, we have been waiting for such a long time now. Again, ever since 2022, we've been waiting for another trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. Right? Because again, 2022, it really felt like it was not that long ago. I mean, I swear, sometimes I feel like 2017 or the years like that was not that long ago. That's what I feel. Sometimes I feel like those years were really not that long ago. But, yeah, it's been quite a bit, I would say. I mean, next year, the Crash N. Sane trilogy is going to be 10 years old. It's going to be a decade. And I swear it felt like it was not that long ago when I got it. Yeah, I swear it does not feel like it was that long ago when I got the N. Sane trilogy back in 2017. Got the Reignited trilogy on the day it released back in November of 2018. I mean, and of course, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled back in 2019. Crash 4 in 2020. Crash Team Rumble, which is going to be 3 years ago next month. It's going to be 3 years old next month. That I don't know how. Yeah, that I have no clue how. That Crash Team Rumble is going to be 3 years old. Because it seriously does not feel like it was that long ago. Like, for real. It seriously does not feel like it was that long ago when Crash Team Rumble came out. mean, yeah, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled and Kingdom Hearts 3 are pretty much the same age because they both came out in 2019. I mean, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 was not actually intended, originally planned for 2019 though. It was just with the whole delays and stuff. It just got delayed until, I'm pretty sure it was originally planned for 2018. But again, it got delayed to 2019 when it officially released. So yeah, it released in the same year that Crash Team Rumble, or not Rumble, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled released, but it was actually originally going to be releasing in the same year that the Reignited trilogy came out. Obviously, obviously, um, obviously, Kingdom Hearts 4 or 3 released first, right? Because it released in January. Yeah, it released in January of 2019. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled didn't release until June. So yeah. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 came first. Kingdom Hearts 4, or not 4, 3. I'm so used to saying Kingdom Hearts 4 at this point. Kingdom Hearts 3 came out first, since it was January of 2019. And then Team Racing Nitro-Fueled was in June. Yeah, back in June. And again, I'm not really so sure exactly what we can actually expect when it comes to the Summer Game Fest or the PlayStation State of Play. I'm not too sure exactly. Again, I'm going to be going into it not expecting anything, right? I mean, you should normally do that for any event. Unless if it's confirmed before, right, ahead of time, before the event, then sure. But if there's not anything confirmed before then, yeah, you shouldn't have all your hopes leaning towards the event. Like, a lot of people would, because there is a lot of people that do have very big hopes, put all their expectations in these events, and yeah, nothing happens, right? Nothing does happen in the event. I mean, that's especially what happens when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4, right? This is what exactly is happening with Kingdom Hearts 4. People are just thinking that this event, that event will have something, but you just don't. Nothing is confirmed, of course. Yeah, nothing is confirmed unless Square Enix confirms it themselves, of course. Right? Unless Square Enix confirms it themselves ahead of time, then yeah, we shouldn't always have high hopes when it comes to stuff like this. We shouldn't always have our expectations very high. Just for the good, though, right? It's just for the good, I would definitely say. Because it's not good it's not really good to have high expectations when something that may not happen, right? It's just not good, I would say. It's not good to have high expectations for something that may show up, or I mean that could not show up as well. Because yeah, you never know. You just never know when it comes to stuff like this. So yeah, it's always good to just have low expectations just in case. Because it is sad to see people like this, though, that have very high expectations, and then something does not happen, and then, yeah, they get all disappointed. Right? They get all disappointed that something did not happen when it was not guaranteed that it was not going to happen anyway, because, it was not officially said or something like that. Yeah, it was not officially said or anything like that. So yeah, you can't always. Again, I'm not trying to put it in a rude kind of manner, right? I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to say that, we just can't, when it comes to stuff like this, especially for Kingdom Hearts fans, right? People that are Kingdom Hearts fans, and us just wondering when we're going to be seeing some new information. Like, again, it is not guaranteed when Square Enix is going to release more information to us. I am hoping next year, though. I mean, I'm not confirming anything, and I am still keeping my hopes very low, but I do hope that next year we do see something, right? Something new. I'm not putting all my hope into next year all the way just yet, but just a little bit. I'm just doing it a little bit in case. Yeah, I'm just doing it a little bit just in case. Yeah, you don't need to take stuff too high that it's not confirmed or anything. Right? That's just the thing, though. Just how it is. Just how it is. And again, like I said, it really does hurt me when I see people that, get disappointed in the end, because they were really leaning a lot on this or that event, right? Like, they were leaning way too hard when it comes to this or that event for something to show up, when it was not guaranteed that it would show. Again, just trying to make a point here. Really, I'm just trying to make a point. Not trying to offend anybody or whatnot. Just trying to make just a point. If I did make a point to anybody. Which hopefully I did. Hopefully there are some people that don't take it, in an offensive way, though. Because again, I am trying to put it in a offending way. Yeah, I'm trying not to put it in a non-offending way. But again, I don't think I'm doing it in a non-offending way, though. Wouldn't y'all say? Because sometimes in my tone, I feel like yeah, I feel like am I saying it? Does it sound like I'm saying it in a offending tone? Just sometimes part of my voice or how I say it. Not all the time, but sometimes I feel like that. Or I look back and think it. Like, I hope I didn't make it sound like, too offensive. That it would offend people. So again, I wouldn't want to. I most definitely don't want to offend people. That is for sure. I do not want that. So yeah, I'm definitely hoping that's not the case. Most definitely hoping that is not the case. But I do believe that is not the case, though. I definitely don't think that is the case, and doing pretty good when it comes to this. I mean, I've mentioned this before. When it comes to this Keyblade, I really do love. Again, this is definitely one of my absolute favorites, but I just love the whole fist, though. Right? I love the whole fist that this Keyblade has when it punches. Right? When it just punches the Heartless and stuff. And again, I mentioned this before, but I really do hope that the Keyblade transformations do come back, though, because, yeah, I really do love the Keyblade transformations. They're probably one of the best things Kingdom Hearts has done. Not just in Kingdom Hearts 3, but in Kingdom Hearts overall. And I know there will be people that may disagree with me on that, but hey, that is totally fine, right? That is totally fine. I can definitely be good with that. But I can definitely say, though, that yeah, the Keyblade transformations, most definitely, probably some of the best things that Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts overall has done. And of course, another thing I can definitely say is the whole reaction commands. Right? The whole reaction commands. And that's what really makes, Kingdom Hearts 2 one of the greatest as well. Just the whole way they implemented the whole reaction commands and those really awesome moments using those. And yeah, again, it's looking like Kingdom Hearts 4 may be bringing them back, the reaction commands. And that I am very happy about. Yeah, because again, I really love the reaction commands. There's lots of amazing moments in the series, Kingdom Hearts series, that uses the reaction commands. That's all I can just say. That uses the reaction commands. Okay, before we do that, I want to go up here. Get attacked by these Heartless here, but not that. I want to go over here, and I want to get over to that chest over here to be able to get that staff for Donald. Yeah, I want to get that staff for Donald. I mean, I know it's definitely not the best kind of staff I can get, but hey, it's definitely something. It's something I will say, though. Yeah, this doll is certainly something. Yeah, certainly something for sure. It's very creepy like too. This doll that is just alive like this. Okay, Woody and Buzz, I guess we can use the rocket. Right, use the rocket here. And then, I guess it did the finisher move, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing it did the finisher move. I'm not too sure. Oh, I got the star keyblade. I thought it was the other one. Yeah, I thought it was the the what? Moon Knight blue keyblade. I thought I was using when I did the whole shot lock. That's the one I was originally wanting to do, but yeah, I did the wrong keyblade. It's all good though. Ow. Yeah, this for a possessed looking doll. Yeah, it's definitely very strong like for sure. Yeah, it's certainly strong. But there we go. Goes down like that. And thankfully we did not have to use our Kupo coin though. I am very glad about. We did not have to do any use of the Kupo coin. Yeah, we'll do another of that and another of that one too. There you go. Uh, nope. Put another ether there. I guess I'll give. I know this is probably one of the biggest things when it comes, or people would say one of the biggest sins you could do in Kingdom Hearts, but giving party members potions, because what they mean by that is, of course, I mean, I guess you can, if I think about it, I guess you can maybe, just make it to where the potions can go onto, you know, Sora, where they can just by itself do it to Sora. Yeah. Yeah, where you can make it so where it's actually on Sora and not so much Goofy. Or not so much the party members. So yeah, they can throw potions onto, like, you. Just you. Potions that are either, magic or healing potions or stuff like that. Because again, it can be very annoying when trying to give party members potions and they just throw it when you're needing a potion and they throw it at themselves or to somebody else when you're really needing it. So I am glad that there is an option though to make it so they can you can actually get it to just to you, where they'll just do it to you. Right, I'm very very happy about that. I am very glad that they really have made that an option though. Because again, it could definitely be so annoying, for sure. Any Kingdom Hearts player would definitely know, for sure. Any Kingdom Hearts player would most certainly know of how annoying that it can be. And yeah, it's definitely very annoying for sure. It can most certainly be. Oh, I didn't even think we still had um the Keyblade transformation with this Keyblade, the hero's origin. Yeah, I didn't even think. Not even think. Yeah, being able to drain away the health like that with this Keyblade is really good as well. I guess I'll use the Meow Wow again. I love that they brought back the Meow Wow, right? The Drain Meter Meow Wow as a summon. I really like that. Definitely one of my absolute favorite Drain Meters. And just because, you know, it's the first Drain Meter that you get in Drain Drop Distance, though. But just the look of it, too, I really do like. Come here, you mech. We're gonna need you so I can get to that UFO. Because, yeah, that's intended. That's how it's intended that you need to get the mech. Or the UFO that has the 3 aliens. Is you need... Yeah, you need the whole... You need the whole mech in order to be able to fire from a far distance to be able to reach it. Where are you at? There you are. Yeah, it's a tricky little thing though. That's for sure. It's a tricky little thing. But before you know it, you will get it though. It's not too difficult. Not really too difficult when it comes to any difficulty. Not just, you know, proud or any higher difficulty. But any of the other difficulties, it's definitely not all too terrible. Now let me look at this. Hang on, let me go to Donald. Yeah, we have this. So that's 5 strength and 4 magic. And then this is 3 strength. But it also has fire boost as well. So, yeah, even though I did get it, I am not going to use it for Donald. Sorry, Donald. But I think the staff that you do have is a bit better. And we'll get Des too. Which will definitely put it on. Put that on too. Put that on Donald. Put that on. Guess I can put that on there too. Goofy, I can put that. I guess he's okay. I don't normally give the other party members, you know, that are you just use when you're in the actual world itself. I don't normally give, like, armor or accessories to them. I don't normally. But I feel like I probably should. I don't know why. I feel like I probably should. Yeah, I guess I will. Yeah, I guess I'll give some accessories. Like, why not? And we're not going to really be needing those anymore anyway, because we'll be getting even better ones later on. So, yeah, I'll just give Buzz and Woody those. Yeah, I'll just give Buzz and Woody those. Like, why not? Why not, though? And yeah, of course, those aren't really the greatest. Those accessories and armor. But, hey, it's what I can do for them, though. Right? It's all that I can do for them. I would want them to have some extra protection on them. On Woody and Buzz. Like, why not? Why not? Still am kind of unsure exactly when Hoppers, that Disney movie Hoppers is going to be coming out. Which even that, on what I'm saying is on Disney Plus. Obviously, it's been out in theaters since March, but I mean by Disney Plus, because yeah, I am still planning on watching the movie when it comes to Disney Plus, but I mean I feel maybe June, could be July, maybe sometime like that. It really just depends though. Maybe June or July though is what I would probably guess. I mean, I've heard some good things about it for it being in a new original movie, not like a live action or a sequel, but an original movie. I've heard some good things considering or for that. So that's what I can say at least. Yeah, that's what I can say at least. And again, the whole Moana live action is coming out in theaters in July, which I'm I'm gonna watch it when it comes to Disney Plus, just to say that I watched it. Obviously, I know for sure I'm not gonna like it. Most most certainly not, because the original will always be better. But again, I'm going to watch it when it comes to Disney Plus just to say I watched it. Again, I did not like the live action Snow White, but I watched it just to say that I watched it. Yeah, just to say that I watched it. I'm going to do the same thing when it comes to the Moana live action for when it comes out on Disney Plus. Just to say that I watched it. Because I'm probably going to be told someday in the future, somebody's probably going to tell me someday in the future what live actions I've watched, and one of them will probably most likely be the Moana live action. So again, I'm going to watch it just to say, that I did watch it. Even though, like I said, I know for a fact I'm not going to like it just because, the original will always be better, of course. I mean, yeah, there are some live actions I've watched that were a bit better than the original, and some that, again, what I absolutely loved when it came to the live action. I can just say, right? And High Ether. It's funny that I don't normally use a whole lot of high ethers, though. Like, it's just regular ethers I would use. That's quite funny to mention. Yeah, it's quite funny. It's quite funny to actually think. Because, like I said, it's normally regular ethers I use. I mean, sometimes mega ethers I use, right, and mega potions. I guess it just all depends, though. Guess it all really depends. Really all depends. I mean, it's definitely not saying, I'm definitely not saying, trying to say, like, I don't use them at all, of course, right? I'm definitely not saying that. Okay, get out of that mech, because, yeah, it was starting to be smoking. Literally. Right, like, literally. So, you know, it was literally starting to smoke, because it was close to, the health was starting to drain to the very bottom. This is a really cool playground area, though. This playground reminds me of some playgrounds I've seen when it came to different restaurants I've been into when growing up. I don't know why. Just that whole playground section just reminds me a whole lot of it. And yeah, there was really no need for me to swap the mechs like that. Like, there was literally no need to do that. But I did it anyway. Even though there was really no need that I needed to swap the mech. Because, yeah, the health was not even getting very low. So, yeah, again, no need. There was no need whatsoever on me for that to happen, right? It's all fine, though. It's all good. It is all good. All good. Just one to go. Might as well. I was gonna say might as well, but or get out of the whole mech, but we really didn't need to get out of the mech. Yeah, we really didn't need to get out of the mech. Well, at least there's one. There's some in here, though. Yeah. At least there was. Dang it. I keep accidentally pressing the wrong button. I keep meaning to press triangle, and I always press the eject button to eject us out of the mech. Out of the mech toy. I definitely remember playgrounds when it came to having these, like, punching bags, though, that you would have to dodge. I definitely remember ones that had stuff like that when growing up. I definitely remember playgrounds like that. And foam, like, spike things, too. That would, one of those rotating spike things you would have to either go under stuff like that. Definitely remember playgrounds like that. There you go. And of course these rock climb walls too. Those rock climb walls, most definitely remember as well. Those were always really fun to go on when it came to playgrounds. I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate with that. So a lot of y'all can relate when it comes to that for sure. And yet again, we can just eject out of the mech, go down the slide, go into the ball pit, which, yeah, there's definitely a lot of playgrounds that have something like this too. Right? That have a foam toy ball pit. I don't ever I mean, I feel like I have been to some playgrounds that were like that, that had those, but I actually don't really recall when it comes to playgrounds that have those inside. That's probably just me though, but I don't personally recall with those. Probably there was, but again, it even if there was, it has been quite a bit though. Yeah, has been quite a bit. Some rain outside. I mean, thankfully it just sounds like rain, unlike last time before. Yeah. Where, it was storming as well. Just sounds like rain. I just love the look of this arena, though. This whole battle boss arena. It really fits the Toy Story level, I would most certainly say. You can probably hear it outside. So y'all can probably hear it. Hear the rain falling out there. I mean, I feel like this morning it was sun shining a bit outside, and now it's raining again. I mean, it would be like that though. It'd be like that, right? The next thing or at first, it would just be sun shining outside. Then the next thing you know, not long after, it would start raining. You just never know when it comes to the weather. You just never know. Never know. So, trying to be able to see. I was trying to see if I can be able to, you know, get up there, or how I was gonna get up there. Here we go. Yeah, at first I was trying to air step up there. But yeah, that definitely was not gonna work. That definitely was not gonna work for sure. And doing the whole punching here. Guess we can use this. Yeah, it is coming down. Like, Jesus, it is coming down. Yeah, I knew that we're gonna use the whole chariot again. Can we not just... Oh, we don't have enough to use thunder here. I mean, it just needs one more hit. That's all. It just needs one more hit. That is all it needs, is one more hit here for us to be able to defeat it. Alright, Goofy. You should be able to finish it off. Yeah, you'll be able to finish it off. There you go. Good job, Goofy. Goofy was able to finish the job for us. Goofy was able to finish the job for us. That's Toy Story's, the Toy Story world completed, and got the favorite deputy, which again is another Keyblade, like I mentioned, that I have, an actual Keyblade that I have in my room, and another one of my favorite Keyblades. Another one of my personal favorite Keyblades, not just in Kingdom Hearts 3, but in the series. Head to Tangled Rapunzel, which again, also the whole live action of that is coming out too. Right, the whole live action of Tangled is coming out. Which again, I also will watch when it comes to Disney Plus whenever it does come out. Obviously, it has not come out in theaters yet, but, you know, when it does come out. We do know that one is in the making, though. Because they already casted who's going to be playing Mother Gothel and Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. Not too sure about, you know, the King and Queen or some of the other characters. Right. Unsure when it comes to them, but I do know that they have already casted who's going to be doing Flynn Rider, Rapunzel, and Mother Gothel. I know before, obviously these were rumors back then, but before, there were actual rumors suggesting that Mother Gothel would be played by Scarlett Johansson. But of course, obviously that was just rumors, right? That was just rumors. Nothing but that. My controller should be charged good enough at this point. Yeah, it should be charged good enough at this point. So, yeah, I can now unplug it. I can now unplug back the controller. I think I let it charge good enough, at least for the time being, right? If I need to charge it a bit more once we finish the stream, then yeah. Or when it comes close to down, then yeah, I'll charge it back. But it should be good for the time being. Yeah, it definitely should be good for the time being, though. Should be good. There you go. Got Arrow. We got ourselves Arrow. I can now put Thunder on the triangle, and I guess I'll put the Aethers on the circle, right? Still have it, and still have it on here in my shortcuts. And I also will, I guess, replace the star suiting keyblade with the favorite deputy. Yeah, we'll also do that. We'll do just that. I mean, you gotta admit, though, you do have to admit that, the tower that Rapunzel is in is a really cool tower, though. You do have to admit of how cool of a tower it is. It is certainly a really cool tower. Really, really cool tower. And of course, I'll make sure to do all these different side things before heading to the kingdom. Because to be able to get a certain thing. Right, to be able to get a certain thing from Rapunzel once we make it to the kingdom. And once, Rapunzel stops being a party member. Which it is really cool that she is a party member for the time being, right? Until you reach the kingdom. Really, really cool, I would say. Just how she does become a party member. She is a party member until that bit of the level. And of course, Flynn Lockwood, when it comes... Flynn Rider. This is not Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I mean, yeah, they both have Flynn in the name. Well, really, Flynn Rider is really his actual name is Eugene, right? That's his actual name. But again, they both have names they use. They have Flynn in the name. But again, this is not Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That is not Disney. But yeah, it's just got the two mixed up. Because again, both have Flynn in the name. Both have Flynn in the name. So you can't... And I just love that he's just riding on a barrel, though. On a huge barrel. Like, where did he get that from? It makes you wonder, where did Eugene get that barrel from? Like, I am very curious. Like, him just rolling around on a barrel makes you wonder where he actually got it from. There's the rain again. If y'all could not tell that, yeah, it came back. Got second chance for Goofy. I can put that on Sora. Put second chance on. Yeah, that rain is coming down crazy. Yeah, absolutely coming down. Again, if y'all could not hear, if y'all can hear it. I'm sure it's pretty easy for y'all to hear it, just with, you know, the whole audio here, or on the game, being turned down. I'm sure y'all are be able to hear it quite easily. Quite easily being able to hear it. Boom. There you go. There you go, Rapunzel. That's one of the things we can do. Again, making sure we do all of these things here. I want to do all these. This is pretty clever, though. This is really clever, though, when it comes to doing these different side task things with Rapunzel, and you actually get something for if you have or done all of these leading up to, you know, where you get to the kingdom, when Rapunzel no longer becomes a party member. Again, she's only a party member until you actually get to the kingdom. And then eventually, when you do return to this level, though, you know, Flynn Rider is a permanent party member. As long as obviously you're in this world. Right, just as long as you're in this world. Then he'll be a permanent party member. Thank you, little rabbits. Those rabbits just hiding that chest behind the bushes, though. Yeah, those rabbits just hiding behind the bushes. To be able to splash Rapunzel. Yeah. Be able to splash Rapunzel here. And be able to release a waterfall here. I mean, not a waterfall, a rainbow. Yeah, being able to release, or to bring out a waterfall. Not a rainbow. Why do I keep saying waterfall? I have no clue why I keep saying waterfall when I mean a rainbow. I'm definitely crazy. Bringing out the carousel just to take out some of the enemies here, some of the heartlesses. Yeah, y'all could just hear that rain, though. I'm sure. I'm not too sure exactly. I feel like I may remember playing. Wait, we're going the wrong way. Yeah, I just realized we're going the wrong way, going in the wrong direction. After fighting those Heartless, made me realize we're just going the wrong way here. Yeah, I can't remember exact. I feel like I've done this when I was little, but you know, jumping in puddles and stuff. 'Cause, yeah, it is definitely fun to do that as long as you have the stuff, you know, to get muddy and stuff. I'm sure a lot of y'all were or did that when you were little. Right, able to do that when y'all were little. So y'all like doing that. And again, if y'all did not catch um you know, last week's Pizza Thursday edition, tomorrow's will will be beginning or this week's edition we will be beginning um Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. If y'all didn't see the last one on us finishing Ratchet and Clank 3, this week's edition will be beginning A Crack in Time. So again, just in case if y'all were not able to catch last week's edition stream, will be beginning A Crack in Time this week's. Again, which like again, I'm sure a lot of y'all obviously that not being able to weren't able to make it either on holidays or stuff like that. I don't think I can get no, I don't think I can get up there. I don't think that's actually something we can actually get up on. I know one of the areas here we can actually get on top of, but I'm not. I don't think it was that one. I might have been thinking on another one. I definitely do feel like I definitely could have slept in a bit more this morning, but once I woke it up, I was just awake though. And I definitely feel like I could have definitely slept a bit more. And it did take me a bit as well last night to go to bed. Last night, so yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, that was another thing with it. So fine though. Yeah, I would when it comes to this forest, if I saw a forest like this, I would most certainly not go in it, wouldn't y'all? Because well, I wouldn't really go into any kind of forest by myself. Yeah, I wouldn't go into any forest by myself, if I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to be honest, I definitely would not go into any forests by myself. Like, no, thank you. Because you don't know what could be, right? You don't know what could be um inside in the woods, in the forest. You don't know. There could be snakes. There could be lots of different things that you would need to look out for. So yeah, I don't I definitely don't go into the woods. Especially I definitely wouldn't go in by myself. That is for sure. Like, no thank you. No thank you. Yeah, that's a no for me. I can just say. I know y'all can definitely say the same, I'm sure. Y'all be able to say the same thing. And yeah, of course, there's a way that we can break that rock, of course, and get a chest, but I don't really think it's anything that we would most really need, really. So, yeah, I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. I won't worry about that chest. I don't really think it's anything too important. That's, at least I don't remember if it is anything anything better that we have now, like when it comes to the accessories and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just leave those other heartless alone. Like, just leave those other heartless alone. Rapunzel on how she's able to just swing us across, though. That is certainly something. I mean, she does have that long hair, though, so yeah, her being able to do something like that, definitely not a very big surprise. Not a big surprise at all. No big surprise at all there. I'm gonna have to, when it comes to the other Kingdom Hearts games, I'm gonna have to figure out if there is an option like this that I was able to just turn down the volume like I did. That would be very helpful because, you know, I don't, just because one of the things on how not being able to do when it comes to streams on Kingdom Hearts is because, you know, there is some music that you would have to, you know, mute somehow or something like that without having any issues, right? So, yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I would want. I mean, yeah, there's obviously they don't use a whole lot, like it's original kind of music and stuff like that, but just some of them you may have to mute the audio in some way. But you know, I like to be safe though. I for one like to be safe. Comes to stuff like that. Wouldn't y'all say? Or wouldn't y'all agree with me when it comes to stuff like that? Again, that was one of the biggest reasons, though, when it came to the Ratchet and Clank 2016 game, was a lot of people, I feel like, never really understood why I didn't, on how I didn't play that. That was the only Ratchet and Clank game I did not do on the channel. But again, there was a big reason why I didn't do it on the channel. There was a big reason why I did not do it on the channel. Because, yeah, obviously it was based on a movie, right? Or had cutscenes on the actual, or from the actual Ratchet and Clank movie. And obviously, if you do that on YouTube or something like that, you know how YouTube is when it comes to copyright and stuff like that. So, yeah, obviously, that's one of the biggest reasons why I did not do it on the channel, is because of the actual cutscenes on the actual movie, or the actual cutscenes from the game, because, them being based on the movie, or from the movie itself. So, obviously, yeah, I most certainly wanted to avoid that. And again, a lot of people were also mentioned, I could have just done the gameplay, right? Like the actual levels, playing the actual levels itself. But when it comes to doing Let's Plays, walkthroughs, I would definitely rather just have, the cutscenes on it as well. Because I feel like it's not really a walkthrough or a Let's Play if you're not going to have the cutscenes to the game, right? That's what I just feel. Right? I just don't make that. Doesn't really seem like it being a walkthrough, let's play, however you want to put it, if you're not just going to include the cutscenes with it. That's just me, of course. Yeah, that's just me. But yeah, I just feel like there's quite a bit of people that just never understood that. But you do have to understand that, though. And again, that's one of the big reasons why when I do streams on like this on Kingdom Hearts, I would want to make sure that the audio is muted when it comes to, the certain music and stuff, right? Really, the music, I would definitely say, when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts games. So yeah, people that don't understand that really do need to understand when it comes to stuff like that. Right, like, they really do need to understand. Okay, we almost got this boss. I guess we'll use the Meow Wow again. I mean, there were times where I used the Meow Wow a whole lot, the whole Meow Wow summon, but most of the time I also use, really, the summon I use the most would definitely be, at least in Kingdom Hearts 3, would most definitely be Ariel. Yeah, the Ariel summon, I would definitely say, is probably and Simba. Yeah, Ariel and Simba are probably the only two summons in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I use the most. Yeah, I use the most of is the Ariel and the Simba summon. When it comes to Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm not really too sure exactly. Yeah, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm not too sure what summon I would say I would probably use the most. I guess I could kind of say the same thing for 2. I mean, I like using Genie. Genie is a really great summon, and Peter Pan as well. Peter Pan is another great summon. I definitely like. Chicken Little, too. Yeah, Chicken Little, which a lot of people would probably even forget that Chicken Little is in fact a summon in Kingdom Hearts 2. Right, like, yeah, them just being a summon. Yeah, you gotta really approach Days very quietly. And yeah, it can definitely be kind of intense here, though. Just trying to get these birds over to Rapunzel. But again, if you can do all of these different things for Rapunzel, then yeah, see you actually earn something. Really cool, I would say. That goes into or on the accessories. Yeah, on the accessories it goes on. Which again, really cool, I would say. Made it to the shore and to the kingdom itself. And this is what we get. The forest clip. Basically a clip. Which is really cool, I would say. Especially for early game. Not really too sure, obviously, when it comes to the late game. Or the end game. But obviously, early game like this, definitely very good to have. I would definitely say. And obviously, when it comes to strength, but it's really good when it comes, because it also comes with HP Walker. Yeah, it comes with HP Walker, so that's very good. I will definitely say, very very good. Very very good for sure. Yeah, I got the whole dancing here too. I mean, Sora's got some moves though. Right, Sora most certainly's got some moves. He's really shows the moves that he's got. That is for sure. For sure, for sure. Maximus just getting Flynn in the action, telling him to go out there and dance with everybody. Right, just. I mean, yeah, Sora is very good when it comes to doing dances like this. All gentleman-like. Being all gentlemanly-like. I mean, look at the girl that he's got, though. Kairi, right? Having somebody like Kairi, though. Like, yeah, he's definitely lucky. Certainly lucky. Most definitely lucky for sure. Yeah, and again, you can redo this too to get some other stuff, which is really cool, I would say. Really, really cool. And of course, these nobodies have to ruin the moment when it comes to the whole lights, right? The floating lights. Which, yeah, like I said, the nobodies have to ruin the moment. Because these nobodies don't care, right? They don't care about a beautiful moment. They do not care at all when it comes to a beautiful moment like like these floating lights. Because again, they're pretty much just empty cells, right? They are empty cells after all. So yeah, of course they're not going to care about a beautiful moment like this. They are most definitely not going to care. Like how dare they, right? Like they just have no taste. The nobodies have no taste whatsoever. What I can just say. They definitely have no taste whatsoever. That's all I can just say. Have no taste whatsoever when it comes to beauty. Heartless don't either, right? Obviously heartless because that's in their name, heartlesses. Right? That's in their name, heartlesses. So yeah, of course, heartlesses ain't gonna care about the beautiful moment. Yeah, they're not gonna give a thing about it. So don't expect them to have any sympathy or anything like that. Yeah, they don't have any of that. They don't have any of that. They don't have any of that at all. And yeah, we can just avoid these heartlesses. That's normally what I do. It's just, I mean, not heartlesses, these nobodies. When it comes to this part, I mean, you can defeat them if you want, but I'd rather just avoid them. You can do either though. I mean, it's not like there's a time limit, of course. There's not like there's a time limit where you have to get to the castle or to the tower, in an amount of time. Like there's no time limit where you have to get there in time before the timer runs out. That would be different, of course. That would be completely different if there was something like that. Yeah, if there was like a timer where you had to make it to the tower before the timer runs out, yeah, obviously that would be completely different. But again, there's nothing like that. So you can just take your time and take out all the heartless and nobodies if you want to. Even though you don't have to. You can do that if you want, though. Yeah, even though you don't have to, you can do it if you want to. If you want to, you can, but you don't necessarily have to. It is completely up to you. Completely up to you of what you would want to do. And now we have the Mother Gossel fight, right? Where we have to fight Mother Gossel's Heartless. Definitely, most certainly, one of my favorite bosses, though. The whole Mother Gossel fight. I mean, yeah, her having a Heartless makes loads of sense, though. It would really make sense that Mother Gossel has a Heartless. It really would make a whole lot of sense that somebody like her would have a Heartless. Or get turned into a Heartless. Just showing how evil her character is, it only makes sense that she would have or be turned into one. And yeah, this is definitely something I could really do expect her to be, though, as a Heartless. But of course, Sora, Donald, and Goofy will never truly know that this was actually Mother Gossel. Right? I'm sure. I'm sure they will never know truly that this was Mother Gossel that they were fighting. I mean, there could be some way that they actually know or found out that it was Mother Gossel, but I feel like, yeah, they had no idea that it was Mother Gossel that they were actually fighting here. I wouldn't put it past Donald and Goofy and Sora. I definitely wouldn't put it past them for something like this. Definitely would not put it past them. And just the way that she's able to make us sneeze, though, is pretty funny. I wasn't thinking on using the Hero's Origin Keyblade, but I was like, what the heck. Right, like, what the heck, we'll use it. Come here, Mother Gossel. Let's pour some water all over you. Let's see how she likes it. Let's see how she likes it. Yeah, knock her down off of the tower here. Get the chariot. Try to get us, Mother Gossel. Again, definitely still one of my absolute favorite fights, though. Mother Gossel's Heartless is. Boom! There we go. Mother Gossel's Heartless has been vanquished. And we got the Ever After Keyblade, which again, another Keyblade that I have in my room. Because like I said before, I have the Kingdom Key, I have the Favorite Deputy, I have the Hero's Origin, I have the Big Hero 6 Keyblade. Yeah, I got lots of the Keyblades in my room. I got a lot of them. Let's see. Put post in there. I'll remove that for now and put the Ever After Keyblade. Might as well. Put on those. Put on that. Magic Boost. Arendelle. Head to Arendelle. Frozen. Yeah, we'll be heading to Arendelle first. Why not? Because again, we can go to either one that we want first. Which that's what I really like though, right? Like you can go to whatever, as long as it's available to you to travel to, you can go to whatever one first. Which I find really cool. I really do like. Arendelle. Frozen, definitely up there of one of my favorite Disney movies. At least the first one. Right, at least the first one. Never really a fan of the second one. But definitely love the first movie. What I can definitely say for sure. Come here, you heartlesses. Dang, they're draining so much from us. So much health. Just use the Meow Wow on them. Yeah, you would use the Meow Wow on them to easily. And I put on the code I turned on to where the lengths will last a lot longer. Not cheats. They're not cheats because obviously they're they're things that are built in that you can be able to turn on. So yeah, not cheats or anything like that. I don't even think there are any cheat codes in Kingdom Hearts. Like in any of the games. In Kingdom Hearts in general. I don't even think there are any cheat codes that you can actually do. I don't really see a lot of anybody mention any cheat codes. Definitely another one of my absolute favorite Keyblade transformations. For sure. Hope that's not thunder here. Hope it is not. Feel like it is though. Like I mentioned before, it's kind of hard to tell if it's like either a loud car going by or if it's thunder or something else. It's very hard to tell. Very, very hard to tell. Hoping that's just a car going though. Hoping, hoping. Hoping, hoping, hoping. Go ahead and use the finisher on this transformation here. Hang on. Thought so. There was a hair on my glasses. I felt something tickling my eyes. Or my eye. Something was tickling my eye. So I just had a feeling that it was probably a hair on my glasses. What I would have thought. But yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. So I was right. Level 18 and got a water boost. I don't even have water in my shortcuts. Yeah, I don't even have it in my shortcuts. No sweat here. No sweat whatsoever. No way that he'll be able to get us here. No way. Okay, we can go ahead and use this. Such a big guy this guy is. Ow. Yeah, I've also recently caught up to some new SpongeBob episodes that come out that I have not seen from season 16. Yeah, that's just crazy to actually say though. Right, season 16. Absolutely crazy, I would say. Very, very crazy. And again, this is another one of my favorite shot locks too. So powerful. It is absolutely powerful. And also another way I can drain its health and just be able to restore my health. We got Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker. And yeah, this place that Larxene made is absolutely amazing, though. I definitely will say. This whole ice prison. It's pretty much what it is. It's like an ice prison. Exactly what it is. Yeah, just to think that C was able to make something like this, too. That Larxene was able to make something like this. Even though C is obviously nothing like Elsa. You wouldn't think that she would be able to do anything with ice like Elsa would, but no, she's able to do very good with the ice like she did here. Gotta give credit to Larxene. Credit is where it's due, right? Gotta give credit where it's due. Gotta give the credit where it's due. Just give the credit for where it's due. I probably should have done the hill next to Donald, but I didn't even think that. So fine though. It's all good. Nothing terrible or anything. This Heartless though really reminds me of Mary Poppins. Even though I never watched Mary Poppins. I've seen so many things that are pretty much like Mary Poppins, but I've never seen it myself. Like the actual movie. Like I've seen some things that are also like with E.T. also, but yet another movie I never watched. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of y'all would be quite surprised, but yeah, the fact that, yeah, I'd never seen those movies before. But it's true. I never seen those movies before. Never seen them before. Okay, we're back. That was that was quite odd there. Like it just cut off for a sec. That was very weird. But it's all good. We're back now. Maybe that gave y'all a little time to do what y'all are, if y'all needed to do anything. Yeah, maybe that gave y'all a little time to do what y'all, if y'all needed to do anything. Like I said, it's all good though. Not sure what kind of summons Kingdom Hearts 4 could have. I mean, some people, of course, are talking about like Lightning McQueen, which, yeah, I still don't personally think a Cars world would really work in Kingdom Hearts. Like, that would be kind of weird, right? Having Sora as a car. That'd be very weird to say Sora as a car and Heartlesses that are cars, right? Well, not necessarily, I guess, with the Heartlesses, because, Kingdom Hearts 2 has those cars, right? Those Heartless that actually do look like cars. So, yeah, they have done that before when it came to Heartlesses as cars. Kingdom Hearts 2 obviously has done that, but again, really, I would definitely say Sora as a car and how he would hold the Keyblade. Like, yeah, that would be. I'm not too sure how that would even work. I mean, they have proven how Sora would be like as a tiger or really a lion, right, in the Lion King world. So, I mean, they could definitely prove me wrong, obviously, but if anything, I feel like Lightning McQueen would definitely work better as a summon. Wouldn't y'all think so? I would think that, yeah, Lightning McQueen, if they were to do something from Cars, and really I feel like Cars would work more as a mini game, right? A mini game like world. Kind of like how the Hundred Acre Woods is basically a mini game world, right? With no Heartlesses involved. You just doing different mini games. That's basically, with the Hundred Acre Woods in Kingdom Hearts. It's just doing mini games. I feel like that would work a lot better doing Cars as a minigame world, kind of like the 100 Acre Woods. But again, if I were to definitely say, I would most definitely say that, yeah, I feel like it would definitely work a lot better for being, or Lightning McQueen being a summon. Yeah, I just feel like he would be a lot better as a summon. And maybe some people have also suggested May. Again, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but you know, the girl that turns into the red panda on Turning Red. You know, the main girl on Turning Red. I feel like she would work a lot as a summon as well. Not too sure about a world itself, right? Like a full on world in Kingdom Hearts 4, but maybe as a summon, I could say. I mean, yeah, they could make it. They could make the Turning World or the Turning Red movie into a world for Kingdom Hearts 4, right? They could very well do that. Because yeah, that would be more possible to do, I would say, than something like Cars. I would definitely say, which apparently Cars actually was intended to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, if I remember. Which, yeah, that's actually quite interesting. That Cars actually was actually thought of to be in Kingdom Hearts. Like, again, just the looking of Sora, though, as a car would be very interesting, though. Like, how would they be able to do Sora as a car, and how would he be able to hold his Keyblade? I mean, with the Lion King, it makes sense, though, because, yeah, he holds it by his mouth, though. Right? He's able to hold it with his mouth. Hold the Keyblade in his mouth. So, yeah, it does make sense when it comes to the Lion King. Right? When he's a lion. But as a car, yeah, I'm not too sure exactly how that would actually work. I'm not sure how that would work. With Sora as a car and how he would actually hold the Keyblade. I am unsure. But Square Enix again has done some very remarkable things in the past, so I would not be surprised if they actually or how they if they did do something like this, how they would be able to pull it off. They pulled off a lot of different things in the past for sure. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past them if they did something like this. Most definitely would not put it past them. Most definitely not put it past them for sure. Level 20. Only level 20. Yeah, we're only at level 20 right now. Think it would be more, but no, it's just level 20. We're with Sora. You'd think it would be more, but no, it's just level 20. There you go. Like, we didn't have enough MP to take out that last enemy. We did not have enough MP to take out that last enemy, so we had to do the Keyblade transformation in order to take it out. I did not mean to use that. Or I did not mean to do that. I was trying to open the chest and I ended up doing that instead. It's fine though. It's all good. I am still having big hope though that Kingdom Hearts 4 or well, not Kingdom Hearts 4 I meant to say, that Spyro 4 will be we could see something for Spyro this year. Like yeah, I mean again, Spyro really needs to come back though. For real. Spyro really needs his comeback. Spyro most certainly does need his comeback, that is for sure. For sure, for sure. And I still believe that he's getting a new game though. And it's been in development for quite some time. I do believe it. I most certainly do believe that Spyro 4 will be is been in development for quite some time. I really do believe it. Really, really, really do believe it. I know there's some people that may have doubts like is Spyro 4 even happening? Right, or is it even in development? There's people that are saying stuff like that. Like, yeah, I can understand people saying something like that, though. I can definitely understand. Definitely understandable. Perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable. Yeah, this part can certainly be something, though. Certainly be something for sure. It's not too difficult, though. That's the thing. It's definitely not difficult at all. Not so hard. I mean, yeah, we're doing a very good job on taking damage here, though. But, yeah, it's not so bad, because, again, you do get some more health here. You get some health when going down there, so it's all good. And just, again, going down the mountain is also not too bad either. Just, again, since there's nothing chasing you, it's just simple just going down the mountain like this. Avoiding the obstacles. Just avoiding the obstacles. Still not so bad though, even if you do run into some obstacles. It's not all that terrible. It's not all that terrible. And just hitting those walls. Again, there's some little health orbs here, too, that we can collect to restore our health. Of course, using the sock lock here. Be able to take them out. Yeah, I guess we'll use the Meow Wow again. And we can get the ones on the ground. Not really so much the ones, or the one flying, but the one on the ground we can really get. Just not the one on the ground, or in the air. Okay, that's one taken out. Another one's almost taken out. If we could just get over to it and if it would just not try to escape us like it's trying to do. Should just have this one now to deal with. I was trying to, again, do the air step to it. Go, Donald. Which is going to go underground, so yeah, I don't think it really took that much damage. So fun though. So fine. There we go. We got it. We got it, so it's all fine and good. It's all fine and good. Put on that. Put on that. Put on that. Those on. I think we're all good here. Go and help Olaf. Go and help Olaf get all his paces back. All his body parts back. There's his head. Then we gotta be gentle, like. Don't go too fast when grabbing his legs. There you go. Got all of Olaf back together. Olaf is now put back together. Just like new, Olaf. Magic Carousel. Level 21. I love that that Blizzard can take out those types of Heartless, even though they are basically ice or frozen type enemies, right, already. So it's pretty funny that Blizzard is able to freeze ice like enemies or snow like enemies. Put that on too. Yeah, again, these types of enemies here. I mean, yeah, fire I can understand. Fire I would definitely understand it being able to take out these enemies, but not really ice though, right? Since these are already frozen like enemies. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to make sense, of course. Right? Obviously, it does not have to make sense. It definitely doesn't have to make sense if it doesn't want to. Excuse me, Mary Poppins. The Mary Poppins Heartless. No mean to be in a rush, but we're just gonna run by them. Just run by them. Just run by these Heartless. Well, at least we got the whole, being able to do this, though, to help us. Got that at least, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Guess we can go ahead and use this for Donald. And I just leave those enemies alone. We're almost to fighting Marshmallow. But again, this is definitely another one of my favorite bosses here. I really like. Let's go, Marshmallow. Again, this fight is definitely really cool, for sure. Like, I really do love this fight. Especially since, you know, not long after you fight him, he becomes a party member. Well, there goes the Koopa coin. It was definitely a matter of time before, you know, we've used the Koopa coin. It was definitely a matter of time before we used it. Well, Donald's already dead. Not too much of a surprise. Yeah, not so much of a surprise that Donald's already dead. We'll help Goofy with the tree to knock out Marshmallow here. Welcome back, Donald. Donald rejoined the fight. Marshmallow rejoined the fight. Good to have you back, Donald. And yep, now Goofy's dead, and Donald's almost dead again. And now Goofy's back. Yeah, Marshmallow is certainly something, though. Certainly something, for sure. Again, we can hit him with Blizzard, even though he's already made out of snow. Yeah, even though he's already out of snow, we can hit him with Blizzard. Which is just quite funny, though. That we can hit him with Blizzard, even though he is already out of snow. So we're hitting him with more snow. Yeah, hitting him with more snow. Quite funny, I could just say. Quite funny. He's almost dead. Him and his armor, though. that he uses here, though. Something. Like, I'm just constantly bringing it out. Like, dang, Marshmallow. He is certainly something. That is for sure. Okay, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I threw an Aether there. There was no need for me to throw an Aether there because, yeah, we already had full MP. Yeah, we already had full MP, so there we go. Marshmallow has been taken out. And again, like I did mention, it was just a matter of time until we did use the Kupo coin. I mean, that's what they're used for, though, right? That is the use of the reason why we have the Kupo coins, though. That is the reason why Kupo coins are a thing. Why they are a thing. See, now we have Marshmallow as a party member, even though we just fought him. Absolutely love that, though. Having Marshmallow as a party member right after we had a fight with him. And of course, we're going to get yet another Kupo coin. Guess we'll get days. I can also put that. Do that, I guess. That and that. Do that and guess we'll do that. And I guess we'll also put, might as well put some for Marshmallow. Why not? Put some for Marshmallow. Because, like I said, I did it for Woody and Buzz. I didn't even think to do it for Flynn Rider. Yeah, I didn't even think to do it for Flynn when we were doing Tangled. But it's all fine. It's all good. I just love just saying Donald and Goofy just get pushed back from this snowstorm, though. Just wait. Yeah, just wait. Just waiting for when it comes to the snow here. It's not for the snowstorm here. It's not too difficult. Okay, thankfully we have this that actually managed to, keep us from going any further back. Just wait again. Now Marshmallow can be able to protect us here. And now we got what I like to call Hans's Heartless. I mean, it doesn't call it by Hans's Heartless, right? It doesn't call it by that, but just from how the cutscene is done and stuff, and how the darkness is literally coming out of Hans himself, like, yeah, it really does make it like Hans's Heartless here. Even though this creature is not called Hans's Heartless. It definitely is like Hans's Heartless, though. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I'd like to even know how Marshmallow managed to come into this area, though. Right? Like, I would like to know. When he just pops up out of nowhere. He just comes out of nowhere. So I'd really like to know how he even got here. Yeah, I know if we destroy those little ones that it has, we can get some orbs to be able to recharge our focus gauge. This fight is really cool, though, I would definitely say. Okay, he's probably moving too much for me to be able to do that with Goofy. Yeah, he didn't really do a whole lot of damage, I would say. And something I don't think I even did also, was refill on ethers. Yeah, I certainly did not. Yeah, I did not refill on ethers. That is definitely on me, though. That's definitely my fault. For me not refilling on ethers. Definitely was my fault. So yeah, I can definitely say that was definitely my fault for sure. For not restocking on ethers for in my shortcuts to use in my shortcuts. Definitely was my fault for sure. I always think that there's a, the being able to skip cutscene part on most of these parts, but of course not there. He doesn't have much more left. Not too much. He's still got quite a bit. Oh, and Marshmallow's dead. Yeah, I just realized that Marshmallow's dead now. He doesn't have extremely a whole lot. Oh, and he just stunned us. Yeah, I kind of forgot that he can stun you. Yeah, I don't know why, but I kind of forgotten that he can actually stun you. Yeah, that was certainly something though. Okay, just go ahead and use this. I was hoping to get a bit more of the focus gauge though. And again, even though I'm using this with Goofy, I still don't think... Yeah, because, again, he's just... Okay, no, he actually managed to hit him that time. Goofy was able to hit him that time. Yeah, Goofy was able to hit him that time. Okay, he's going to stun us again. Okay, he's gonna, yep, go back to that. His DM. His desperation move he's gonna go into back into. Nope. Are we gonna die? No, he didn't. Thank goodness. With even if so, we have a Koopa coin. But yeah, I had a feeling we probably wasn't gonna be able to survive that. I just had a feeling though. There we go. Managed to defeat him though. Managed to do it. And that's the Frozen World complete. Arendelle is now completed. We got the Crystal Snow Keyblade. And now we've unlocked the 100 Acre Woods, which I'll wait till the next one to do. So yeah, that'll conclude the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure your phone notifications turn on so you know anything new. Like to know anything. Catch you next time.